Grand Rising, Big Cat. Welcome or welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your message or massages. Come in. Come on. I've got intel. Recon is afoot. Yes, Big Cat. Them I got your eats. Time to send them in sympathy card. They gambled, took a risk, was sly, underhanded, a full-on scuzz bucket, and they lost you. Yes, Big Cat, let's go in. Recon is afoot. Minute for the big cats to assemble, darling dears. Yes, baby. Time to start sending out the in sympathy cards with my famous pose of two of these and one of those. They gambled, they thought you would stay as a people pleaser, a thumber, watching as they bent over and busted it. Why? I think not, Scotty. I think not. Before we get into that, let's get into this. The planetary energies, darling dears. The skullduggerous moon has slip-slided into Gemini, no less. And Big Cat, it's in a trine with the sun in Aquarius. Good golly and gosh, it's one of the worst places for the sun to be. The sun is always in detriment in Aquarius, not being able to be forceful and extract your willpower. Therefore, you have to use these energies, right? It's prompting you to what? To use your cranium. To make intellectual decisions, darling dears, rather than emotional ones. The Gemini moon likes to solve problems, may even chuck out a few. What resolutions to said problems and issues. You may have to turn over many rocks, investigate all sorts of cracks and crevices, darling dears, to what? Come to the outcome that you truly want to get. You're getting your investigative ears on today. Cat, fist bump. Yes, baby, as I was saying, darling dears, before I had to talk about the planetary energies, they, them, and you must send them an in sympathy card. They're going for a hard time, darling dear. But that's their business. It's all because your je ne sais quoi is going qua. They thought they'd left you on the rocks of life. Oh, how now, brown cow. Nothing like the second wind, darling dear. The wind of what? Infinite possibilities, darling dears. When you realize your worth and added tax, and realize that you pee glitter, shit cupcakes, and fart rainbows, and not necessarily in that order. They lost a big cat. Do we need to hold a moment's silence for that? No, blood. We don't worry about what was. We are in the what are's, the what now. They will search for you all over this Malkuth, darling dear. Yes, baby, them are gonna look for you. And we'll never, ever find another cat like you, darling dear. The one that comes with what? Your charm, your intellect, your deportment, your spiritual weight on the words, darling dears. What? The unconditional love. All of this and that. They'll never find it, darling dear. They gave up a whole 80% to get what? Less than 20 and still bottoming out, darling dears. Big cat, you have to accept that you are in a class of your own. You are unclassable, darling dears. That's the word of the day. Unclassable, big cat. Fist bump. I'm talking about your mantra, how you kept yourself going, darling dear, your creed, your ethics, all of this and that, how you live, darling dear. You live good. You live good. You don't live on gossip. You don't live on subterfusion bull swanky. That's why you got rid of them. That's why you must send them the in sympathy card. And your comeback game is a wonder to behold, darling dear. They're trying to interrupt a big cat walking with their I'm so sorry. Baby, don't let me rip off my spectacles of truth again. Look what happened the last time. I tore off a whole arm. All of this and that. They can't believe it, darling dear. They expected you to what? Tap out when you decided to what? Tap in and fine-tune whatever you've got going on. I told you, big cat, never you ever let someone look back and see you in the same position. Oh, how now, brown cow. Excellence, right? And the alchemist you be, darling dear. Prototype of your lineage. Yes, they're going for a difficult time, but it's about to get even more wickeder, or wickedo, for they, them, and Why? Because in their upset, it's like they're chucking all their toys out of the pram, darling dear, right? Trying to be blame-shifting and mean, trying to cast aspersion on your godly name, all because you said 2 of these and 1 of those, and I love Easter Island and Stevie Wonder. Yes, baby, they don't like it, and they're sorry. Yes, they do cry. They have to cry. Cry me a river, blood. Come through Justin Timberlake. Fist bump as we proceed at a hot trot, because you know I can be such a chatty cat. They want to come back and beg you for things, darling dear. Let me tell you something. Whatever they're begging you for, beg them back. Matter of fact, if they dare to call your number, if they still got a way to contact you, the first thing you start the conversation with is begging them for something, because you know they're begging you for something. Beg them first. Out beg them, darling dear. Fist bump. People must live amongst the consequences they created. Aquarius is the 11th house of friends that was not friendly towards you, darling dear. Your progressive ideas, darling dears, was seen as what? It was like he was pouring what? Gasoline on a bonfire. It was around the feeble-minded, dull-eyed simpletons bound for the spiritual short bus. You was talking to the wrong crowd, blood. They were frenemies. They betrayed you at every turn. And now they want you to turn around, big cat, and be a humanitarian and help them from the bottom of the pit. Where's that? The crevice of the devil's balls. I told you, big cat, we are not crevice pickers. We only look for cracks. Why? Because when a crack presents it, we don't fall back. I begs you be, darling dear, especially the GOAT of your lineage. So never you ever mind being the black sheep, darling dear. You are the one that's been earmarked to break generational curses. And if they was the example that you had to use to break said curse, darling dear, listen, me not wrong you. How can you be wrong when it's so right? Big cat wave. Canas, darling dears, in the upright. I had to wait for the spin. This is represented by the hermit. I told you, you had to isolate yourself in order to know thyself. And you are doing what? What they wish. They wish you'd fall off, darling dear. Some of them will only come to check up, darling dear, to see if you failed. Baby. You can't even tell them what you're doing. Why? Because they will spontaneously combust. And in all of their skullduggerous works, they never learned to drop and roll, mate. They didn't. This is about isolating thyself. Why? Because wisdom is for the wise, darling dears. And you understood you could never heal in an environment that was not for you. Canas is represented by the letters K, I, and C. The numbers 36, 37, 38, and 39. It speaks about the challenge that you was presented with, darling dear. But you have to also understand that you had spiritual reinforcements. The hermit is represented by the number 9 in tarot, darling dears. The number 9 speaks about attainment, some kind of a spiritual attainment. When you left certain circumstances and situations behind, you had to surrender, right? Push your way from that table of disrepute, ill repute, and skullduggery, darling dears, in order to stand up and stand in your own power, shining that spiritual light on what? The cockroaches of life, darling dear. The cockroaches of life. Hermit in the upright self-improvement, self-examination, living by the big cat readies, darling dears. You learned how to stand alone, right? Yes, you did, in the face of betrayal and dishonesty. They wasn't nice, darling dear. You had to learn how to be vigilant and save thyself. If you're going down on a plane, they'll tell you to put the mask on you first. You can't help nobody unless you help yourself, which you did. Fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely, darling dear. Absolutely. Yeah, love it. I don't hate it. It also speaks about the spiritual guidance that you was gifted with, your ancestral team, your security. Why? Because you was a beacon, darling dear. You was a beacon in what? Muddy waters. They're feeble-minded. Never you forget that, darling dear. A simpleton. They tried to take down what they didn't understand when they should have embraced it, and what felt the wind of spiritual ascension. They didn't want that. They wanted you brown bread, darling dear, so they could sing a falsetto of amazing grace at your funeral, darling dear, with no tears on their face. I keep telling you this because it's true. Nothing brings a family together other than a funeral, darling dear. But when it was time to check in on your mental health, to see if you're okay, to see if your progeny were doing well, did they check on you? I haven't got that amount of time to wait. Waiting for someone to turn up to say yes they did, it'll never happen, blood. And I haven't got that level of time nor hairline. I told you, I'm busy getting great, as must you be, big cat. This also speaks about something being illuminated to you over the next, I just heard 48, but it could also be 72 hours, darling dears. Something major of a spiritual nature. But listen, tell your team, your spiritual team, that you don't want to be alerted to no new spiritual shiznai at the 3 a.m. You won't receive it. Woken up from a deep sleep by whisperings in the blood. No. You tell me you want it clearly when the light is outside, darling dear. When it's daylight, you'll accept it. This speaks about expansion, darling dear, a higher education. Yes, baby. Some of you are being pushed in a more spiritual direction, having what? Completed a cycle. The cycle of what? Solitude and self-examination. OMG, change for the better. It also speaks about what? New friendships coming your way. Soul-guided friendships, darling dears. Those that have gone to what? The same path as you. The path of vigilance and self-knowledge. Knowing thyself. The hermit is also represented by the nervous and digestive system. So whoever it was getting on your flipping nerves. There was a constipation in your life. Well, guess what? They've been washed out once and for air, darling dear. Send them a sympathy card, yeah? As I sip my mocha, because I ain't getting smoked. Can't draw me back in. Oh, no. These sons or daughters of Pennywise the Clown. They want me whispering and muttering and mumbling, right, when I've got a whole reading to do. I'm very busy. We're going to go with the, we're going to kick it off with the kipper. See what else is going on, right? They want an in sympathy card. Don't hand deliver it. You'll be going into what a dark path, darling dear. And I may not be there to help you get out. Yeah, because of your gifts, darling dears, you've got that gangster. The 17 is represented by the star card in tarot. This speaks about a miracle of your ascension, or the spiritual gifts that are being gifted unto thee. Can you not see that dark face in the background? Yes, baby. Darth Vader, the mouth breather, a shadow face that must always remain in the shadow. The 1 and the 7 goes to an 8. It speaks about your spiritual strength, as well as not being tempted into drama.com. Somebody's going to try and kick off something in your hemisphere, darling dear. They're going to give you a gift, or try to give you the gift of what? Fresh shit shining in the sunlight, gift wrap tied with a red bow for you. Should you accept it, darling dears? This person is shady. Even their picture looks shady. You can't even see their eyes, blood. You was a gift in a situation. This also speaks about what? Subconsciously pouring away what no longer serves you. We also see the phoenix as from the ashes, baby. Can't you see it in the background? This was your ascension time. What did I say? Bossed up on a bitch or midge. or a Mitch bitch. I don't know, darling dears. You was a gift to a situation. The 22 goes down to a 4. The 4 is a represents stability as well as structure and manifestation mode. 4 could also represent to do with your date of birth, darling dears. We had the Chinese New Year on the 22nd. People that are born under the number 4, right? They're either in the military, accounting, public speaking. But this is about you, what, bossing up, giving your gift, showing your gift to the world. Whatever you've done, darling dear, it's apparent for all to see, especially what? The mouth breathers. The ones that need to get that what in sympathy card first, right? Because they can't hold you down. Oh no, you got to keep it moving. And again, we see the 9, the hermit energy of it all, darling dear. Spiritual ascension. You've bossed up and you've been given a what? A spiritual upgrade. And they're crying into their fist. Good God. Luke 62:22. The root chakra is at their throat. Can't you see it, darling dear? They took a good fight, but they're going through it, darling dear. A season of loss. And what? Being on the rocks of life. Even the dog wants to go into a dog's home. Doesn't want to go with them, that. The dog's not even meeting their eye. Wolfie, is that enough? Wolfie wants to be put into a dog's home, blood. Listen, if it's the choice between finding a new owner or being euthanized, so Wolfie wants to take that chance. The dog don't want to be around him, and you know how loyal the dog is. Base of the deck. Yes. In front of the same community, darling dears, that they tried to what? Cast aspersion on your name, right? The 9 and the 3, 9 and the 9 and 3 goes to a 12, which breaks down to a 3. Empress of everything, Venus energy, possibly money, luck. They're counting your pentacles, darling dears. And whomsoever they discussed you with, look, can't you see them in the background talking about them? Yes! About your security, darling dear. Talking about the stable home or environment that you've, what? Created for yourself. This false person, this person that speaks with the gingivitis. You possibly was in courtship with them. Well, guess what? It's over. Yes, baby, judgment has arrived. Yeah, somebody would like to court your friendship again, and again we see the number 4. A new beginning, childlike spirit, but it's also the moon energy, darling dears. This person wants to be what? As meek as a child in your presence now. But you have to remember, God said no. This is my God card on the Kipper deck, darling dear. God said no. And you don't want to beef with God, darling dear. That's their job. The simpletons, the dull-eyed ones who can't stop thinking about you, as tower moment after tower moment is killing out them quatty. Yeah, they're getting what the duck got. Something very important is going down for you, darling dears. Let's get another deck, because I'm into the creeping today, darling dears. Let's creep and let the information, right, the recon, just unfold for us. Yeah, this is your season, darling dear, right? Light-hearted, you're finding out she's naive because you learned how to adapt and change. And can't you see timing? Nothing like divine's timing, darling dear, to start off to finish off what you started, darling dears. Excusez-moi. What did I say? The spy inspire. Well, look at them, looking with their lurking eyes, darling dears. Would love to mash up everything you've got, but that same hammer is being gifted to you by the Most High to rebuild, right? This is Empire season, darling dear. As the race, as I said, is not for the swift, darling dear. It's for the spiritually guided at this stage of the game. The game which is checkers. Clarify the dragonfly for me, please. So many cards are falling out. I'll take the top one. Because you ran away. Nothing wrong with a tinky winky, darling dears. Many people think that, oh, I've got into this bad situation, I've wasted so much time. Listen, it's only over when you choose it to be over, darling dears. You can lace on those Nikes, right? 1, 2, buckle your shoe. 3, 4, hit the door at any stage of the game. But the point is what? To keep it moving, darling dear. Run towards this new beginning that's been afforded to you by the Most High. Why? Because look, whomsoever's spying on you, blood, it's a stab to that black space they dare call a heart chakra. They're heartbroken, darling dear. I told you, big cat, send out the sympathy cards now. Don't hitch, don't wait. They're going for an extremely difficult time, realizing that your energy is gone. Nothing like losing the power grid. They can't even feel you. Listen, they're heartbroken. These what bottom feeders that was so mean to you, darling dear. Heartbroken. Tell me some more about this heartbreak. Right? Yeah. Because they had an axe for your back, darling dear. What's this? Breakup, separation, stopping the pattern, right? Silent treatment and abandonment. Oh, I love that. It's turning me on. What is it? The Easter Island and Stevie Wonder of it all, big cat. Turns me right on. Yes, yes, yes. They made you feel like you was not enough when you was everything, darling dear. You was everything. And they're missing your what? Quoi, quoi, quoi. I told you. Your je ne sais quoi. Told you. This grim reaper. Baby, the bringer of the darkness. The relationship is over. And look, they're going through your old pictures, darling dear. Possibly trying to manifest you back with their dark, dark personalities, right? And their effed up cranium. Trying to break down what you've built for yourself. Trying to come through like they're a soulmate. Listen, it's old blowtorch. Don't be fooled, darling dear. This is your season of ascension. Right? Erica Badu told us, pack light, darling dear. It's a chance for you to what? Transcend obstacles, right? You're learning new things as you expand your mind. This new phase, darling dear, is preparing you for the union that you truly deserve. Whether you want a romantical or true soul tribe, darling dear, friends. How many of us have them? Listen, some friends can be so unfriendly, darling dear. Unfriendly. Yeah, somebody wants to talk, darling dear. They want clarity. They want to come through and have that last talk with you. Don't listen, big cat. Don't listen. It'll be the whisperings of Hannibal Lecter. They'll have you at what? Hockey sticks of dawn before you know what's going on. You'll be drinking from that big cup of opium and cognitive dissonance. This person is a liar, right? Choose the knife, not the rose. Yes, baby, the knife to cut off those soul ties. What's this? What's this? The clarity, truth, right? Honor, right? Protection, power, and solidarity for the Big Cat Chronicles, darling dears. It says it all here. Choose the knife, mate. You don't want to talk to them. You don't want to talk to them. Don't do it, Big Cat. Nah, blood. Talking to the feeble-minded. My mom always told me it takes one fool to make many fools. That alone, right, will put you back on your phoenix rising, because you was dealing with straight up narcs, darling dear. You had to become the vanquisher. Send them a sympathy card, please, because they might go through it. Yeah. What's this? What did I just say? It's over. It's over. Right? There'll be no what turning around. We know what. We pay attention to Lot's wife, Salt Bay. It's over. Right? Soulmate, old blowtorch right next to the coffin. What did I say? And what does blowtorch do? Raise everything to the ground, darling dear. Your hairline, your self-esteem, your finances, and then they want to come and waste out your good seat of emperors and empresses. Oh, I think not. Not having it. And be firm. No, blood. What else is going on with this wicked? The wicked. They're a tree sloth, right? With algae in their fur. A dick dealer, a community genitalia mattress back. Good God. Tree sloth with algae in their fur. And we've got stalker alert. We saw those glasses, darling dears. No one pays more attention to those that are going through it when they realize you ain't coming back, blood. Not for all the tea in China. Big Cat. We've been on a roll these past few days. Blank runes and the blank card. Make a wish, darling dears. But remember, be careful what you wish for. So there's 88 in the chat because you're about to get it. Be firm, darling dears. And make sure you write down exactly what you need, then burn it. What's this? They want to tell you that, sorry, I never supported you. Your dreams are too big. Right? They're waiting for you to fail. but they're watching you win. They never supported you, right? Call your ancestral team. Don't deal with bottom feeders, I told you. Leave them where they are. Let them cry into their fist. Not even their dog wants to stay with them, right? Right? The support you need, right? Call your security. Your ancestors will support. You don't want their support, blood. Where did you come from? From your, not from, they want to know where you came from. You came from your mother and your father. What's the matter with them? Don't they know the progress of the process of procreation? They're dummy bats. Like, darling dears. Insecure, right? What's this? They're saying that you act like you're better than me. You're not acting. But you're not acting, big cat. Hold on a minute. Who told them that? Where are they getting all of these ideas of grandiose from, darling dears? You act, right? They're spilling secrets about your past. They're always digging up bones, darling dear. Digging up bones from the past when they should be digging out that evil spirit, that monkey on their back, the cursation, the gossip. Good God. They're slandering you. They're spreading rumors, big cat. Slander had to be written twice. Jeremiah 9:40, right? What's this? They've got a same-sex preference or they're bisexual. Maybe they didn't tell you that when they was in the relationship, darling dear. You got it as a surprise. Them kind of surprise is not fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely. It's one thing, right? You got this skulldugger's back, front, neck, tabbing snake as a partner, darling dears. And they're cheating on someone with the same genitalia as you. But from they've ranked up they've changed the game. They're going with someone that's got the same as them. You can't compete there, darling dears. It's not your assignment. And that surprise wasn't fabulous. It wasn't, right? Be who you are on this Mount Kuf and tell the truth, Ruth. Pink is up. Karma waits for everyone and it's a patient gangster. Now it's got me sucking my 31 teeth. What else? What's this? Oh. If you was taking medications, darling, they switched it to make you sick. Told you they wanted to sick. Listen, look what's underneath that. The cards ain't lying. I did that shit. They did it. They did it, by big cat. They wanted you brown bread. Possibly got an insurance policy on you, darling dears. Anyone can get an insurance policy on you, darlings. Look at that guy from, what's that place? Sweetie's Bakery, that got an insurance policy on his nephew, right? Yes. It's why, listen. It's going to make me keep switching my head from side to side, and every one of them's gangster and plotting, darling dears. Insurance policy on me? Are you mad? Listen. I'll be like, this is my grave. Is it 3 a.m. yet? Because I've got to go and see someone at 3 a.m. yeah? I would! And listen, I'd be the leader of the tormentors, mate. Insurance policy on me? Ooh. This little finger. Yes, baby. Always in the background, mixing and blending, telling lies here, telling lies there. Yeah. Well, guess what? The chicken heads have come home to roost, darling dears. As they are what? They're going for a very difficult time. Send out this in sympathy cards. Please. Nothing more from the deck. The deck has closed itself. Okay. Let's move on to hot chocolate. The tree sloth, darling dears. Tree sloth with algae in their fur. That's what I'm saying. They're watching you. Tree sloth move so slow, right? And if this tree sloth that's watching you's got a child, woe betide the child that doesn't know how to hang on, mate. Anyhow it dropped to the floor, the tree sloth ain't forgotten about you. Outrageous. Why are they crying now? They weren't crying when they was trying to run you over, right? And then they tried to double back, darling dear. Double track you. Nah, mate. What's this? This must be seen if it got left behind. Yes, baby. This is where they will find you. In the North Node, the cocktail lounge. Taking your sea moss blood, working on your body, right? Amassing your skrilla, like MacDuck, yeah. And if they come to beg you, I told you, beg them back. And matter of fact, beg them first. Yeah. Nothing like being quick off the mark, darling dear. They'll find you in the North Node cocktail lounge, minding your business, blood, and getting great as what you're being blessed with serendipity, darling dears. Serendipity. And they can't even spell it. Outrageous. Some people have no chill or pause factor. We're going to do the read now, darling dears. I want 4 cards. 4 cards, please. You gave me 3. Why you cheat me for? Right? We've got this. What did I say? They're watching you, mate. And you're not even in a petri dish. They're watching you. They're watching you hard, blood, hard. They're looking with the lurking eyes. And all they can see is what? Fame and recognition. Whatever you're doing, the number 4 is coming out again. Stable, darling dear. And in tip-top manifestation mode. Yeah? What's this? As your Big Cat Chronicles continues, what can I say? Everything I'm saying is coming out. One more card, darling dears. Pinkies up! Your ancestors ain't playing. They don't come to play, they come to slay. And again, I'm going to send out that warning to anyone out there that thinks it's a good idea to get an insurance policy on me. I told you, I'm going to heart out your blood clot. I will haunt you, and I'll be up at 3. We'll all be up at 3 a.m. every night until you come to meet the Maker, where I can push you around before you go to your true leader, the devil. Yes, baby. Know this. Know this. I've decided. What? Look! I knew it was somewhere, darling dears. There are hobos. No one falls in love quicker than a hobosexual looking for a gaff, looking for somebody's mind to bend. Right? We've got five cards, darling dears. The energy of the Most High, the Hierophant energy, darling dears. The 5. The 5 also speaks about conflict, darling dear. Right? From an unstable, destabilized environment, which created what? Changed true freedom for you, darling dear. Because wisdom is for the wise, Big Cat. Come over here, because they're spying. Come over here, Big Cat. Come in a bit closer. Don't want them to see our cards. You know when you're having a chat and people are earwigging. Come over here, Big Cat. I don't want them to hear nothing that I'm going to say. Come a bit closer. Yeah, because they're outrageous. Spying and looking with the lurking eyes as they need that. If they need that card, send them an in sympathy card. They're going through it, darling dears. Let's get a deck and read down what's going on. I'm going to use the After Tarot deck. Haven't used that in a while. Base of the deck. Bad luck is going for them, darling dear. They're watching you. What rise? A miracle in your life, darling dears. What's that? Who is this that keeps being deleted? I want to see what they said. Somebody want me. Hold on a minute. Who keeps deleting you? It was it, Esmo Herbert. Who keeps deleting you? I don't see anything unkind there. Have you said something? Did you say something unkind? Listen, my moderators don't play. You can't even spell a word wrong, all right? And they be on you, right? Because I don't like when I'm taken off to read what you said, right? So be nice. And if you can't be nice, be silent. Because they don't ramp. They don't come to play. Listen, they're going through the bad luckiness of it all, darling dears, as you are sitting in what? The cocktail lounge of the North Node, darling dear. You wanted it shaken and not stirred. Nasty individuals. Yeah. Looking like, oh, okay. That's how it came out. Okay. Let's see about this spotlight, this new beginning. The fact that maybe you are stepping into fame, or you're famous, you could have a platform. It also speaks about a benefactor, darling dears. Yes, baby. They're watching you transform, the change on you, Scorpio energy. Scorpio is the 8th house. It's also ruled by Pluto, darling dears. Yes, baby, the death and rebirth of you. Law number what? 25 of the 48 laws of power. You've recreated yourself, darling dears. You've gone from what? The old to the new. And it also speaks about a change of status. You've got a new job. As I said, some of you may even have a platform or have your businesses online, right? They're experiencing nothing but betrayal moments. Them head are hot them. I told you already, right? Them are got you it. These bottom feeding basura. Now they know that you're the red light, green light champion. They didn't know before. This is major arcana. So they've been made to watch your rise, your up move. And as Cardi B said, when it's up, it's stuck. Push, clap. Yeah. They're watching you, mate. Listen. We also have the Emperor. This is also the God card in Tarot as well as the Hierophant. This is a blessing, darling dear. It also speaks about you being in boss mode. You don't need what? A whole army. You are the Emperor, the Commandante, the cream of the crop, darling dear. This is about making swift ideas about your stability, your home life, also being the authority in your own life. For some of you, darling dear, the transformation and the change that's coming into your life is an Emperor. The Emperor can also represent a future husband or wife. Listen, I don't know if this person's coming to try and transform or change your life, darling dear. They should be an add-on, not the whole and main show. No, behind that, somebody's watching you boss up and stand in your power. Open me, I've got blood on my nose. Please excuse me, darling dears. It's either that or I let it drip off my nostril now. I really can't. I've passed that stage, blood. Past that stage, I good what? 53 years ago. Me past that stage. Somebody's watching you what? Stand in your authority or possibly go into a new organization, darling dear. Or create a new organization because this is wealth, darling dears. Accumulated wealth. The Emperor is the smartest one, darling dear. Using your intellect, using your intuition, your discernment. The choices that you've made, darling dears, got them watching you. A captive audience. Well, if they're watching, send them the card while they're paying attention. The in sympathy card. Clarify this fame and recognition. This tower moment, this new beginning, darling dear, the sudden change. This could also be the divorce from somebody whom you saw was an emperor, husband or wife in your life, darling dear. They didn't realize that you was what? You came with the fire, the smoke, and the water, darling dears. They didn't realize the blessing that you was. The 17 is the gift on the Kipper deck. You was a gift in a situation, right? A situation that ain't working for you no more, right? World card. Didn't want the situation to end. They wanted you to stay bad luck and bad lucked, right? Full of the karmas and the generational curses and on the rocks of life. Good golly and gosh, they have no chill or pulse factor, darling dears. Somebody also was wishing badness on you. They don't like this new upturn you've had in your life. They want you to be what? Cut down, taken down a peg or two, right? This is somebody that's discussed you amongst many, darling dears. A situation, right, that they would like, they're talking about you with others, darling dear, but really and truly, they want to work with you. Five of Pentacles, darling dears. Leave them where they are. At Coventry, out in the cold blood. I told you they got the bad luck on them, darling dear. All up and in them, in every orifice. How about that? Yeah, every orifice has got bad luck. Don't go around them, darling dear. They don't like your gangster, and the fact that you are the red light, green light champion, it shows the growth that you've made in your life. First time I've noticed this, the way it looks like the 1111 fade, darling dear. When you see 3 1s, it's about manifestation mode. You're about to what? Reap the benefits of the rewards of being a master craftsperson in your field. It could be with the form of a contract, being recognized, darling dear. Right under the fame and recognition. You're going to be blessed in many a face, darling dear. Many a face that wanted you to be stuck. Many a face that's looking with the lurking eyes. World card on its face. They don't like what they see. Oh, well. And they wish wickedness on you. The Wheel of Fortune also speaks about distant lands or foreign people. This person is not the same nationality as you, right? You are a spiritual being having a human experience. And they are what? The devil's most diligent workers. You're not the same, darling dear. They come from distant land from you, darling dear. They don't like the cut of your jib. They don't like that you're happy blood, a happiness expert. as your Big Cat Chronicles continues on the 3 again, darling dear. Empress energy. Because you're not going to be tempted into fucking knees, tongue wrestling, let alone tussling with a bottom feeder. Your flip-flop is firmly on. What's that? Your common sense, darling dear. You are strong, and it's about you what? You relied on your spiritual strength, darling dear. And it's also about you what? Able to tame the beast within. You don't have to get physical with these people, darling dear. You just have to cast your spiritual eye on them, right? And it highlights it. It's you being you, darling dear. It's showing up all of the badness that's going on in their life, and they're not happy, blood. Law number 10 of the 48 laws of power: avoid the unlucky and the unhappy. Baby, it's not working for you. The universal computer says no, leave it alone. They are black pocketers. Pentacles on its face also speaks about madness being bandied around in their cranium. They're not well in their cranium. Did I hear bipolar? Maybe that. But everything has gone under the net. They've not been what? Diagnosed, darling dears. They're very unhappy and crying into their fist. They need to shut up. They're interrupting you, right? In the cocktail lounge of the North Node. Now it's got me on my 31T. Divine wants you to keep your pinkies up. Why? Because you have offers coming towards you, darling dears. Offers, Page of Pentacles. Opportunities are about to be blessed with you, darling dear. They thought you was a small fry. But baby, this is the what? Grow me. The coin of grow me. Remember like in Alice in Wonderland? Once you take a piece of this pie, darling dear, you will do nothing but grow. It's on the pinkies up. The fortitude, darling dear. The fortitude, the strength, the inner strength that it took to get you where you are right now. You had whole T-Rexes at your back, darling dear, with the trippy talk of ways, right? Yeah, fakeazoids. They're all back, front, neck, tabbing snakes. Listen, they get no S. The fakeazoid of it all, wishing wickedness on you. They want everything to fail in your life, darling dear. Well, guess what? That spiritual rain is falling on these enemies, and it's not going to interrupt you in the cocktail lounge of the North Node. Are you mad, blood? You want it shaken and not stirred. Moon energy. Yeah, single as fuck. Solo dolo. Like the boys or girls on the pole. Drama free, right? Minding your business, darling dears. You soon go up to what? The Queen or King of Peace. And then the Emperor, which has already come out, darling dear. This is about you knowing your worth. Minding your business. Not getting involved in any challenges, being motivated from within, darling dear. The Ace of Wands is your work ethic, right? This is about you focusing and being disciplined, as well as what? Using that discipline to inspire others, darling dears. They're inspired, and they would love to what? Reap the benefits that you've created for yourself. Your benefits? That cup is over, mate. You're not listening, you're not sharing, right? Because the trauma didn't go with your hairline. The trauma, the drama, the PTSD of it all. Or the CPTSD. They gave you the complex kind, darling dear. Listen, Divine said you must rest, my child. Be at peace, right? Be at peace. The skullduggery has already been handled. Just go and get your drink here in the cocktail lounge of the North Node where your superpowers are. What about this homosexual, this pedestrian sperm engineer, this animal in a kitten or Cuban heel? What about them? Them that need the... Listen, let's get this together first. This one needs its whole space by itself. Let's get this together first. This homosexual. This one that wants to be a time traveler. When this is not the time for them shizna either. The ones that like to recreate history. Tell you things that didn't go so, right? They're still attracted to you, darling dears. But fortunately for you, you've learned to master your emotions in a situation. They will forever look for you, darling dear. This is why you must send the sympathy card. That's so that they know that they can't look for you anymore because you're obstreperous and you've got free go-to moves, mate, right? This fickle energy that was always in and out of your life. They need to know that this goes no further. And they're effing liar. And they're what a bad news boy or girl. Darling dear. Listen, I told you they got the karmas on them, darling dears. That this is an 11-11 fade in the upright. In the reverse, this is a destabilized foundation, right? If they got a job, they're either working like a field hand or they're about to get the big chop. The what? The P45 of go on about your business. They're not wanted where they're working, right? This person is also a liar. They look good, darling dear, but they like to look good for everyone, here, there, and everywhere. Speedy Gonzales of the underworld. Continue to master your emotions, darling dear. You've poured away the cup of hope here. You don't like the cognitive dissonance. You just don't like it. It's not nice. Outrageous. These creatures from the backwoods have no chill or pause factor. Tell me some more about these homosexuals. The 5 and the 6, it was a choice you made in the past, darling dear, but you don't live at that address anymore. What else? Trying to interrupt you in the cocktail lounge of the Noof Node, where you like it shaken and not stirred. Big time spying, darling dear. But for everything that they did to you with this cold behavior, some of them even chose a chicken of the sea over you, darling dear. This person is being tormented and tortured at nighttime. Listen, I think your ancestors must have heard me say this shit. That there's no let up and no chill or no pause. This person is going through depression, darling dear. And at nighttime is when they're bothered the most by what they done did. The coldness they chose, they showed you. And the chicken of the sea, the chicken head, the renter panani or the renter futum, they chose over you, darling dear. They're not happy with that situation. This is a whole case in when homosexualism goes wrong. Yes, baby. 2 of Swords, head over heart decision goes to 10 of Swords, many betrayals. But this is also about your intuitive abilities, darling dears. You intuitively know to kick over the cup of love, the hopium, and crush it under your flip-flop. You've got nothing to give to these bottom feeders except an in sympathy card. You will write it out, darling dear, because the King of Swords tells me about the big intelligence that you have. Be extremely eloquent with your words, right? And back off this lizard, this demon, this chameleon. You're not having it, mate. You realize the amount of turmoil they caused in your life. And this is emotional as well as mental manipulation. Some of them also practicing sleep deprivation. They kept you up. They wouldn't let you sleep so that you can get to their cold indoctrination of fucking blood. They did a lot of this and that until you went within. You was close for spiritual work. At nighttime is when they're bothered the most. What's the matter with these cards? Jesus. Stop playing with me, cards. Yeah, at nighttime they think about the throuple, possibly the one that you didn't ask for it. But it's also about what at nighttime they're wondering who you're celebrating with, darling dear. They want to know who's slippery and sliding around you. That's their business, mate. They best focus on the chicken of the sea, right? This is you washing your face like David and making no amends to you. It's over. There is no friendship here. None. You like to be happy, blood. This is about being emotionally fulfilled. They're watching you be happy and they don't like it. Pouring away what no longer serves you. And this is spiritual ascension as well as what being recognized. Some reward. You're being recognized for something that you do out there on this Malkuth. While when you was dealing with this person who'd like to drink of the cup of self-love, putting themselves first in every situation. This is why Moon Energy, you was intuitively guided to leave that situation. And you've been winning ever since. Queen of Pentacles. Knowing your worth. Adding tax. You've been winning ever since. And all you do is win. And they feel so ashamed of how they treated you, darling dears. And their dealing ways, which is coming to naught. They've managed to what? Wrangle in a whole dung beetle, darling dear. Cockroach. But you're strong. Don't be tempted back into a situation that broke you, darling dears. Split the deck. It'll be a never-ending story. Nah, blood. Bonfire for that. As you stand in the lounge. The cocktail lounge of the North Node, darling dears. Where you like it shaken and not stirred. Yes, baby. All of this and that. Send them the sympathy card. Just send it. Just send it. Don't hesitate, darling. Send that shit. right? Senate. Do we go through this one more time? Final card. You made the right choice when you poured away that cup of opium. This is your emotions, darling dears. I tell you this all of the time. My bestie, Big Cat. If someone has control of your emotions, they're your king. They can pull you about like taffy. They can choose whether you're happy or sad. You're not doing that anymore. You're not allowing your psychological password to be kidnapped by marauders. You're choosing you in every situation. Someone who possibly had a choice of two, darling dear, wanted you to be blindfolded while they gave it to you without Vaseline. You chose you in that situation. Send them that sympathy card. There is no love here. Love don't live here anymore. Yeah. No, babe. Outrageous. As your Big Cat Chronicles continues, as you look staring deep into the eyes of fame and recognition, under a spotlight, darling dear, by the cockroaches of life. Leave them with the dung beetle, as you sit in the what? The cocktail lounge of the North Node, where you like it shaken and not stirred. Outrageous. They're unhappy, unlucky. When the brick wall in the card, darling dear, is the past, they live in the past, darling dear, and address you vacated that long time ago. Look, I can't make it up. Solo dolo like the boys or girls on the pole. And this is again a reminder to what? Your mental health is your wealth, darling dear. Focus on your own garden, darling dear, and it will multiply. The 9 is about coming to fruition. Something that you've been working really hard on. What you're seeking is seeking you. Balance, darling dear, the caduceus of it all. Leave the things that didn't work in the past. Use those things as a lesson, darling dear. A lesson to always get great. Always to keep moving forward. As you learn the lessons, what you're seeking is seeking you, right? And listen. Many of you need to what? Be careful with the alcohol and the drugs consumption, darling. Your temperance is about moderation. Moderation, and this is in the reverse. Maybe you're still drinking, darling dear, but it's about being trapped by the ruminating thoughts of this past person, these chicken of the sea. Remember, you are the controller, darling dear. You are the organ grinder. Don't let the monkeys think they're taking over your circus, darling dears, because they got the bad luck on them, the generational curses of it all. They've lost money, they've lost health, darling dears. And they're trapped with a dumb dung beetle. Yes, baby, with one pentacale. Now them business, this is their business. Their business. Final message from your ancestors. Listen, you already broke, when the elastic band breaks, you've already broken that cycle, darling dears. So 2015. Final messages from the ancestral team before we push off to get great. Yeah. Continue to build your security. Get that home, darling dear. Build that business, but be secure within yourself. You are in tip-top manifestation mode, darling dears. Continue to secure the bag, many bags. I always preach multiple streams of income. I likes to earn the skrilla while I'm sleeping, blood. Because they're going through the dark night of the soul. I told you. Listen, send out the in sympathy cards, please. Dark night of the soul, I had to look over my shoulder because it's not catching me again. I told you, Big Cat, I'm the red light, green light champion of 79. I forgot it for a bit, but now I remember, blood. In living color, I've got the memory of an elephant, right? This is also the Empress card. Empress is represented by Earth and Venus energy. This is a blessing of money. Blessings, darling dears. Some will be going into union with their true divinely guided partner. Or it's the meeting of minds, darling. Like-minded soul tribe. It also speaks about knowing your worth. It's about you creating that abundance, darling dears. Use the energy of the moon in Gemini trining the sun in Aquarius, darling dears, to make intellectual decisions, darling dears, because down the road it's going to pay off. It's going to pay off in a big way where you'll be jumping. Leave those unlucky, unhappy ones, law number 10, where they are. Let them watch, because they will always stalk you with the looking and the lurking eyes, because them are go through heat. Split the deck. Look at this. Happy home, darling dear. Happy heart. And never you forget, darling dears, your emotions, you must be the guard, the gatekeeper of your emotions. Don't just allow anyone into your heart chakra and into your home. You listen, you think you ain't got no one to steal until someone's stolen your joy, your peace, your finances, and your hairline. Good God, they have no mercy. None. What they intended for you, darling dear, send that energy right back. Leave them where they are as they cry into their fist. You put on your Ephesians 6:13, your whole armor of God. Lean back in faith, Psalms 91:1, and you are being protected as well as guided. On that note, I drops me mic. To love to my Teesprings, to love to my Patreon, or simply come back here. And as I always say, don't get smoked. Don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Big cat wave. Until we meet again on these tarot streets. Send them in sympathy card with love and light and a quick one of these, darling dears. One of these. Cat, cat. Cat, cat.